do?
Wake that ass up.
Rise and grind, baby.
The Live Hip Hop Daily Rise and Grind Morning Show.
Woo! We got the #1 morning show to hit Atlanta, man. Rise and Grind Morning Show.
Get your ass up and tune in. www.livehiphopdaily.tv.
Get that app, baby. Yeah.
Rise and Grind Morning Show, man. X Malone in here. Larry Love, what up?
What it do, man? You already know it's another Monday. We're going to go inside the industry. And, we're going to start from somebody that's working, this ain't no new artist, you know what I'm saying? Maybe new to the industry, but definitely not new in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Been doing this thing in the A. My dog Pyro Malik in the building. What it do, dog?
What's going on? What's
You know
happening?
Even though it ain't a Monday, we still got a real one in the
We
building.
got a real one in the building, man. We used to do the real ones on Mondays. But,
All right.
Definitely. It's a Thursday, man. What's up, though, man?
Everything good, man. I'm blessed to be here. What's happening?
Man, long time coming, man. Long time coming. We known each other for some time, man. But like I was telling Osley, it's all about that grind. It's all about that work. You're supposed to come through for an interview.
Right.
But now you got a project dropping.
Right. I'm ready. Right.
Talk, you know what I'm saying? But
Absolutely.
what side of Atlanta you coming from, man? Let the world know what's going on.
I'm from the city, but I come out of the north though.
Okay.
Gwinnett County, Stupid North.
Okay.
So yeah,
it's very relevant. I mean, a lot of people don't. I was just talking to. I didn't know Sunny Digital was from the north.
Yes, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. I ain't know
Right.
Sunny Digital.
Everybody
was from
finna
the
take this wave.
Right.
I was just talking to his people, and they was like, "Yo, he from same. His name is Street." I was like, "Y'all know."
Right.
And that's crazy,
Right.
but
I'm born and raised in Atlanta though. Like I'm born and bred. Like I'm from Atlanta.
so
Hold on, don't get
Like
into it.
nah. That's not nah. I'm just saying because how many people are really born here?
you right.
Right. I'm
You
saying
right.
really.
Now you right.
That medical.
You right.
Okay, right. So you really from the north? Right. So you know that.
It ain't.
Yeah.
But Atlanta's a melting pot.
Yeah.
Right.
They say Atlanta's a melting pot. Gucci's from Alabama. G
Yeah.
from South Carolina, Macon,
Right,
whatever.
right. It's very few.
Very few.
It's
You
very
right.
few.
You are right. Especially these new niggas.
People look at me when I tell them I was born here, and they be like, "What?" Like if we somewhere else. Nah, for real. People look at me all the time, and they be more shocked that I'm really was born here, because you don't meet that many people outside there.
When we talk about your style of music, because you're not the trap turn up bump, you ain't the young nigga shit.
Right.
You really got bars when you get on the fucking track, right?
Absolutely.
So is that hard coming out the A? Because I know the A is so beat driven, bass driven, producer beat driven. The lyrical artists, like for example, 2017,
Right.
Saha the Prince surprised a lot of
Beast.
people. You know how long Saha the Prince been?
Boy, for a minute.
So that's what I'm saying.
Nah, for real.
So just think about him coming out of Atlanta with that lyrical shit.
Right.
That's why I would put if I put y'all in a playlist, it would be Saha Power. You see what I'm saying?
Right, absolutely.
I would put you in that.
That's not a bad playlist to be part of, by the way.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think
That's
that's
not a
where
bad
Atlanta's going.
playlist.
Just
Well-
think about where it's going.
I mean, I think Atlanta gets that stigma for it just mostly being a trap sound, but if you think about it, it's plenty lyrical artists from
Oh, yeah.
Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
2 Chainz,
Yeah,
T.I.,
yeah.
Jeezy, as far as the street level, he's still pretty lyrical as
Yeah.
far as on the street level.
Yeah.
He got his own swag.
Outkast,
Yeah.
talking about Goody Mob,
Yeah.
Saha, Russ.
Everybody got a good story to
You
tell.
know what I'm saying? I mean,
goes on.
yeah, it's for real. It's
goes.
probably really a lot more lyrical, successful artists who are successful. Now there might be more people dropping material that aren't lyrical, but as far as who really making some noise on the mainstream level, it's a
You gotta
good.
put B.O.B. in that.
B.O.B.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
B.O.B. Shit, it's a whole
Number one
bunch.
hits, number one
B.O.B. is a
hits.
beast too, right? It's a whole bunch. So
So where you see the game going this year?
honestly, it's funny because me and my team, we was talking, and I feel like it's coming back around to where you're gonna have to really drop. You're gonna have to be able to spit
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
to
What you talking
to some
about, it'll be
degree.
about something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because well, it's getting watered down with the same story,
Right.
which is nothing.
Ran off on
Right.
the plug.
Ran up on the plug.
Molly Perkins.
Yeah, which ain't always so great for these kids, And I ain't knocking nobody. Hustle, do your thing, but
I am.
So what?
And if Saha can say no dope on Sundays, bro,
And that's a great
and
album.
Take it back to
Right.
some real OG shit when there were rules in the game.
Absolutely,
Say
and
no dope on-
principles.
Yeah,
and principles.
Even though we were still out here.
That's a good.
hustling.
That was a good statement just now. That was a good one. You right.
I can say I don't want to listen to that shit.
Right.
As much music as you make, and if you are as talented as you say,
Right.
you should be able to write a whole song and not cuss.
Right.
You should be able to write a whole song
Facts.
and not have to mention Molly or Perkins.
Facts. Or and my biggest thing is, I since with the social media is be able to make a whole song as you saying without mentioning somebody else.
True.
Because a lot of these songs are hot because of who I'm talking about. I'm dissing somebody. I'm
Right.
clowning somebody. So it's not the record that's hot. It's the subject that's hot.
So
And-
what keeps you? And I'm glad. What keeps you independent versus not wanting to sign with somebody?
Well, first, I'm not against signing if
Okay.
the situation is right.
Okay.
You know, if the situation is right, and we can be in a situation where it works for both parties, because that's how me and my team look at good business. It's not just about me winning or the other person winning. It's about both parties winning. So if we can put something together that both parties are winning, then we're not really interested. We better off doing what we doing, to keep it going.
And what's crazy is I know y'all boys do shows, and by you, I'm talking about you and Bobby Cool. Shout out to Bobby Cool.
Shout out
man.
Bobby. That's my 10. Shout out Bobby. What's up?
Y'all, I told when he was here, I said, well, y'all basically been booked in Colorado, booked over here in the state of Washington, and you don't even have to have a fucking song on the radio.
Oh, nah.
What I'm saying? So you just been booked 500 miles away, 600 miles away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And getting love. But and come here and still be a regular person.
Right. Yeah.
And I think, and I told, like I said, that shit. The thing about those scenarios is they don't last long, because it can take that one scenario it's the way social media is now.
Right.
The way social media
Slingshot
is now,
your
it can
ass.
take that one fucking 30 seconds and
Right.
somebody say, "Oh, that's the dude that was out there in Seattle. He's
Right.
from Atlanta."
Right.
Now, next thing you know, you at the radio doing a media run.
Right.
Now you on V103.
And it can happen, but well, just to touch on what you're saying, those things happen. But as far as it staying and you being stable, you still have to have a foundation and have put that work in, because, like you said, like, to maybe other people it might seem like this is a new thing, but we've been putting in work. I'm talking about, man, since before facial hair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's where the passion comes
yeah,
from. There's gotta
and
be a passion behind it.
and I know, just as far as us, we try to make music. One of my big homies always told me a long time ago, we was riding, I was playing the music for him. He said, that's a very dangerous position that God put you in. I said, what, the rap? He said, yeah, because you have the power to say so much to so many people. What are you gonna say?
Yeah.
Boy, I be telling people, shoot,
And
rappers preach more than
you know what I'm saying? And since that conversation, my perspective of what I drop has been very different, because having a gift to be able to put words together and people admire and inspire people. You can inspire people to do negative, or you can inspire people to do positive, or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
And and sometimes a lot of music is just perspective, and like about giving the perspective of the situation. It's not always encouraging in it. You know what I'm saying? Because you could think of plenty of artists where the content might be something negative, robbing, stealing, killing, but it's not that I'm saying go do it. It's saying that this is a story I'm just painting out for you, and this might have been what happened.
Right.
So
Right.
You still got to it's going to come a time where the people who listen to it have to make the people who are making it sensible. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
They're going
Absolutely.
to have to hold them at a standard for what
Absolutely.
they're saying. I don't know, man. I like what you're doing, and that's really good that you said the last statement that you said, because I tell a lot of people, man, these rappers are heard more than these preachers on Sunday.
Facts.
Oh yeah.
Preachers, politicians, teachers,
That's a fact.
professors.
So when you
Coaches.
if you really take your craft that seriously, you know what I mean? Why wouldn't you buckle down and say, you know what, I do have the opportunity of influence?
Well, I think a big part of that is a lot of people don't take it seriously. They take the music as a lick, a way to get some quick money.
Yeah.
See
Plug,
me,
a little quick ass
right? And that's why you get so many people. Which is not a bad thing, because that's a beautiful thing of hip hop, is that you can get off the streets with it. Yeah. But as far as the passion and what you're doing with it, I know me and my team, we try to focus on making quality over quantity. You know what I mean? Because we record crazy, but it's not just about dropping. That's why it was important for us to take our time and make sure the situation was right before we just started dropping anything.
Right.
So we definitely try to make sure, like, I'm my biggest critic.
Right.
I listen to it, and I try not to have a biased opinion. I listen to it, I say, all right, well, if you wasn't Pyro Malik, would you like this?
I think the way I think it's dope with y'all, because like I said, the way you and your team do it, y'all do everything. It's like y'all went the backwards effect. Y'all got all your copyrights right. Y'all got your own website, albums and shit. Y'all shows.
PyroMalik.com.
Right, then y'all went to the streets. But like a lot of people that don't have the financial statement or investment, they go and try to get they do it the opposite way. They go to the streets first. Then they think about going to get copyright.
Right.
Then they think about start paying.
Right.
Then they thought about what I'm saying. Y'all
Right.
just did it the
Well,
opposite.
I think that I'm not gonna say we did it completely the opposite, because we definitely did it that way at first, but once we realized we had to make adjustments. And you know, so once
There's
we
nothing wrong with that.
no, right, absolutely, no. Look,
Willing to change.
Like, you know how many people rap on stolen beats, my nigga? Like, you know
What?
how many motherfuckers really? I mean,
Shit.
I done met artists.
shit, we still do jacking for beats.
Yeah, Jack
right now.
Yeah, Jacking for beats. Jacking for beats is
Right,
different.
Right.
Yeah, the song already made money.
Boy, I tore Napster up. I'm one of the main reasons Napster got shut down. Napster, LimeWire. Boy, I know I tore that shit up, boy.
So it's like, I mean, but y'all took beats that was already, you know, stab. You know, it was, you know, people already. But I'm talking about niggas that they made a beat, and like we just talking about OT Genesis the other day.
That was crazy. I
Coco.
seen that. That was
you know what I'm
crazy.
saying, right? So,
But that was just bad business by Buddy,
Bad business,
not being aware that, you know, that was him not being aware of the potential of that song. It wasn't, you know, I don't think it was really bad business as far as anything, you know, directly trying to be scam or you know, intentionally trying to get Buddy. He just wasn't aware of the situation he was in.
I don't think it's bad business, but it just shows that a lot of people really don't have the outlets to reach certain criteria of people. Because think about it, man just put a beat on YouTube.
Right.
Because he probably didn't have that homeboy that
Right.
somebody that worked in the industry.
He's just trying to be heard.
Yeah.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
He probably didn't have that radio
Absolutely.
connect. He probably didn't know
Absolutely.
that fire artist at the time. So you know what I'm
Absolutely.
gonna do? I'm gonna just go and load my little 5-minute
And I'ma
beat
just
on
drop.
YouTube and just see what the fuck happens.
see what
'Cause
happens.
I don't got no other outlet, and
And
that's
it-
what the fuck happened. You
And
know?
there might have been 10 people who really got that same beat with songs on it, but
Exactly.
OT had the one that popped. So when OT popped, let me
gotta
get
give it
this.
to
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody needs to
Right.
email that bitch
Right.
back.
Exactly.
And I'm a producer as well, so I definitely understand that.
Right,
Like,
right. You make
I
it-
got songs writing, like, you know, me and Bobby go through songs. Me and Bobby record a lot together, so he's usually getting first dibs outside of myself
Yeah.
on the beats that I produce.
Yeah.
But me and Bobby talk. Sometimes I make a beat. I say, Bobby, listen, this song is crazy. Bobby say, I want that. You know, you got it. But
Yeah.
if Jeezy come in or T.I. or Chainz come,
Yeah, yeah.
and they got a check for me,
Yeah.
or just, or no, it don't even got to be of that caliber of artist. If
Yeah.
anybody comes and they got that check and the situation is right, then we're gonna make that move. Unless we discuss otherwise at that moment, because sometimes nobody could pay me for something that I've already given away. If we've agreed on this is for you or not for you, we're not gonna do it. But we have that talk before.
Do you produce more majority of your own beats?
You know, I don't want to say majority. I produce a lot,
Okay.
and depending on the project, different amounts get on there.
Okay.
But I have other producers that I love to work with. I don't want to say majority because I can have a project and I might have 10 out of 12. I can have 2 out of
Yeah.
12. It,
Yeah.
it just depends on that.
What it is. That
Right,
vibe.
Right.
We got teams these days, so it ain't just one person either. I forgot. It
Right.
usually, and that
Right.
helps because it's, I was talking about that with Buddha Bless. He got niggas on this team that made beats with bigger artists. He just put his name on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just
Couple- make a
for the
couple
credentials,
words
right?
change.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, see,
So people got teams.
Right.
I
Yeah.
get the whole. I like the team scenario
Right.
of producers. You know, we got.
well, I guess for me, when I say team, I just mean as other producers I work with. I personally, my own personal production, creative integrity. If you did that, I want you to get the credit. I don't care if my name is bigger or not, because at the end of the day, your name is never going to get bigger if I keep putting my name on the records. So. But that's my own personal. I mean, everyone has their own different opinion about
yeah,
that,
makes
and
sense.
and some producers don't care. Some producers like, hey, if you want to give me the check, I don't give a damn if you put your name on it or not. Me personally, my name for the art is more important than the check you can give me. I'm not, because in that case, you know, I can go do anything to get some money, but when it comes to this, I don't want my art. There's not a price you can put on it as far as me owning it and creating it, because no one was there when I was up 3 o'clock in the morning making those beats. Nobody was up when I was recording in my mom's garage and she banging on the floor telling me to turn the bass down.
Right.
Blank canvas, bro.
You know, so
that's real. That's real artistry, bro. When you can start from a blank canvas and make
Absolutely.
something,
Right.
You know what I mean? Whether it's flies or whatever.
You know, we gotta touch on when y'all was on tour with Afro Man.
that was crazy.
It's crazy to.
On 420.
On 420, y'all did
Right.
the 420 fest, and what was that?
It was in
Miami?
Colorado.
Colorado.
Nah, Colorado. 420 Afro Man.
So how was the Afro? How was that tour? Because like I said, in the West Coast, he's still a fucking OG.
I mean, he
a
got.
legend.
I mean that.
Here, he's a fucking OG and a legend. You know, what
I
I'm saying?
mean-
I know people that still. I know one of his engineers that he's from Tampa, Florida. I can't think of his name, but it's just so crazy when I heard y'all was on tour with that scenario. How was that? How was that feeling, man?
I mean, well, the experience alone was amazing. Just being able to perform in a venue like that with him.
Okay.
You know, and to be able to just see him, you know, I think a lot of people don't realize he's talented. This man playing the guitar on stage. I mean, this man, like, when I talk about he's a real artist,
Yeah.
you know, he just is known for that one record.
Yeah.
So that's what people just hold them as. But if you see him, but I'm talking about, man.
Yeah, he had
I'm
real-
talking,
he had a real
I
fan
mean,
base.
Artist is
it's
an artist,
packed.
bro.
I mean, it's packed. It's lit in
Listen,
there.
I remember before, like I said, Afro Man was one of the first artists that was actually smoking on camera.
Yeah.
Before Wiz Khalifa, like
I mean, the whole song was.
he was one of the first
He got
artists smoking on
a
camera.
he got a hit record about smoking weed, and it's directly about smoking weed.
Yeah,
It's not
you
even
know.
subliminal. It's about because I
Right.
got high.
Right, you
And
know
it's
what I'm
kind of
saying?
transcending. Even though it came out a while ago,
But
it's still transcending.
Every
time.
420 is going down. Every
And
420.
it's crazy that, like I said, it's when you got a different color race in front of the stage, and it's 1,000 of them. I take that all day.
And it's
You know
lit.
what I'm saying? And it's lit.
You know, and
it's a check on
right,
the way
you-
too. 'cause
yeah,
y'all
I-
niggas
oh,
don't pay
right.
on time. niggas be trying to work. I hate working with niggas. I hate doing big events with niggas. I like black people, but I hate niggas. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Right.
I love us black people,
Right.
but I hate doing big events with niggas
Right.
because niggas want you to do this.
Right.
You tell me I flew out here, then my room is paid for, but I gotta pay for my food. You told me one thing, so
Janky
but when
promoter.
you got all a different color in front of the stage, it's a whole different. Everything laid out. You pulled up, nigga got a
Right.
car waiting on you.
Right.
Nigga
Well,
might
you-
got a hoe waiting on you.
I was gonna say-
Everything laid out.
It might have a little head. in it.
Right. Well, you know. I think for me, it ain't even so much. I do feel what you're saying though, but I think it's more of the scenario you win because you get places where it may different races, but it's more of what's going on in that environment.
Yeah.
So like in certain environments, live performances is the club.
Yeah.
Like you know, you go certain places, that's how they go out.
Yeah.
Like that's how they kick it. If they want to turn up, they going to the show. When people come to the show, they pulled up expecting to see you perform.
And
You better not be whack.
And you better not be whack.
But you know what it is though?
You know exactly though.
The thing about living in Atlanta is people too Hollywood. You go to the club, niggas standing around, still sitting in a section. So that's what I'm saying. You go just 3 hours away,
Right.
motherfuckers still sweating in the club.
But it wasn't always. But it wasn't always like that. But it wasn't always like that. And that's what I'm saying about it. It matters the environment you in. Cause like I remember years ago, like when I first started going to the club, we actually danced.
Yeah.
Y'all remember
Atlanta-
chocolate,
lean with it,
prime time chocolate?
you was
Boy,
leaning and rocking.
boy, I have thrown the slow motion up and lean with it, rock with it so many times.
yeah.
Look,
I got my homeboy behind me like
But that's
this.
the people
right.
too cool now.
I remember they played Party Like I'll never forget. I was in it was prime time. I never forget.
Prime
And they
time.
played Party Like a Rock Star 6 times straight.
Yeah.
And they got lit. I crowd surfed. Never. I talk about. Look, that was
People
years
too
ago.
cool now. That's
Right.
what I'm telling you, niggas got too much
Right.
money.
Hollywood.
Right.
Niggas is too cool, too much bread in the pocket.
Right.
They hold like.
But you
it
know,
got- it's just too cool.
But
now.
you know what that's from though? That's from the fact that it's a melting pot. That there's no direct culture in Atlanta. What is the culture of Atlanta? Chicago, Detroit, L.A., Miami.
know.
But they black.
Not
Well,
really.
yeah, it's just,
they're thriving.
but it's
I
just
know.
it's just black people though. But black people from all different places. When
Yeah.
you go to Miami, they have a
Yeah.
culture. When you go to L.A., they have a culture.
Yeah.
When you go to Chicago, there's a
Right.
culture there.
'Cause you go-
Atlanta is
Right.
everybody's culture, which is
Man.
why everybody's accepted here.
And you know what's crazy? I'm glad you said that because 10 years ago, if you go on Edgewood at midnight, it's a whole different
Stop playing
story.
with it, right?
But now, if you go on Edgewood
Right.
at midnight, you may see Hispanics over there.
Right.
Mexican. I'm like, yo,
Everything is going
nah,
nah. Nah, it's not
So I
that.
see what you said. It's a
I mean the whole city everywhere. If you go on the north side of Atlanta, south side, you know, east
Yeah.
and west, it's different. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like it's not how it was. And I'm just say when I was coming up, because everybody not from here. So when I was coming up, it was different. You know, I stayed on all parts of the city. So I remember before Atlantic Station. I remember before that was here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I remember different situations before when the clubs in Buckhead was still lit.
Yeah.
I remember when Trapper
that was
Dot.
all night.
I remember Trapper Dot came out. I never forget being in Buckhead and every car that passed was playing Trapper Dot. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? That
Yeah.
everybody. Am I
Yeah.
back? Can I curse?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay, my
yeah,
bad,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, I've been cursing already? Okay. all right.
All right, real quick. Give me your information. Tell them where they can follow you before we get up out of here.
All social media, pyromalik.com, PYROMELIK. Website, pyromalik.com. Album coming out February 2nd, midnight in Georgia, iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, everything. Go check me out, Pyro Malik.
Word,
Yeah,
man.
I'm
And
right
definitely
with
wish
you,
you successful on that album. Another successful year, man. Hopefully get
Absolutely.
jumping. This summer, man. You know, another tour got to be coming up. I
Oh,
know, man.
it's lit. I ain't gonna speak too far ahead,
Yeah,
but you know it's
Drop it on
yeah.
there.
yeah. Just be ready. It's coming.
okay.
It's
We'll follow
coming.
you on the social media, and that's-
Right. Check me out, pyromalik.com.
Okay.
All right, shoot. Well, you know, inside the industry, this is. We keep telling everybody we're the #1 morning show in
Right.
Atlanta for a reason.
Right.
And
Yeah,
we,
man.
we got people on the couch like you, man.
That's what's up, man. I'm glad to be here.
Larry Love, you got anything you want to say?
Nah,
before we
man,
get
it's
up
a
outta here?
Thursday, man. Inside the industry with Pyro Malik, man. Until
Yeah.
next time, you know, tomorrow $5 Fridays.
Stupid.
So we definitely gonna turn it up, man. Live Hip Hop Deli, X Malone, Jay Black behind the camera, Innovative Black Station. It's DJ Larry Love. Until next time, man.
Yeah, man. Download
Peace.
the app.